where champions are made and dreams come true. You are watching the SFL Network live on YouTube from Richard L. Snowden Stadium in Denver, Colorado. It's week 10 here in the SFL as the playoffs are just a few weeks away and the race begins to heat up and catch fire. It's the SFL on YouTube. I'm your play-by-play commentator today. Alongside me is T-Roy Gaines. We are in Denver as the 3-6 Denver Nightwings take on the 10-0 Alaska Storm. These two teams are separated by 3,181 miles, along BC 97. Alaska is looking to go 11-0 and continue their run for first place in the playoff race. As for the Denver Nightwings, they're trying to increase their win percentage and get into the playoff run. When you can catch it, run it and throw it, you are official SFL champion contenders. The Storm versus the Nightwings is next on YouTube. T-Roy, what are your take for tonight's game, sir?
Denver is still in the hunt for the playoffs in spite of their record. They'll have to take care of business and pull off the greatest upset of this season by beating the juggernaut that is the Alaska Storm. We'll see if they can take care of business today.
And the kicker for Alaska has the ball on the tee. And you know what that means, T-Roy. That means bracket, boot it. And we have action here in Denver. And that ball bounces and going to the end zone. And then the return guy is going to bring it out. What a bonehead play. He stopped and brought it down at the 16.
I think he was trying to pad his stats because on that return, B.J. Armstrong should have went over 1,000 returner. However, Denver's in the hole at their own 16, 1st and 10.
And there's a look at Denver's offense coming out to the line of scrimmage. And there's a snap, and there's a first pass. And T-Roy, let's see here. Getting some stuff together, set up here. And it's going to be 2nd and 5 here now for Denver. Sorry about that, people. And the QB for Denver is in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set in a tight end on the play. He's going deep, taking a chance versus this Alaska defense. And no, incomplete pass.
Well, Miller almost got that pass to his receiver, but he threw it into a swarm of Storm defenders. It's now 3rd and 5. We'll see if they can convert here.
The Denver Nightwings owner is saying, we got nothing to lose today, so try anything and everything. And let's see here. Josh Miller, the 6'4 QB, takes a 2-step drop. He dumps it off to the halfback, and he picks up maybe a yard. Nothing doing. No, stopped at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 5 now for Denver. They're going to have to kick this thing away back to Alaska, one of the dangerous teams here in the SFL.
Well, that wasn't the start that Denver wanted. Maybe the kick return set them back. They'll have to punt, and hopefully their defense will be able to stop the juggernaut that is the Swarm. Sorry, that's the Storm.
And here's the punter for the Storm. Emily Straight. Here's the set to kick it off. And there's the punt. And there's the return guy for Alaska. And he stopped as soon as he catches that thing down at Alaska's 39-yard line. And that return guy is Jeff Coma. Sorry about that. And let's see here. The Nightwings owner is saying LOL butchered the stadium name. Well, sir, I'm sorry. That's the name that is on the website of the SFL. And Ron Cochran hands off here to, looks like Williams. And Williams with a stiff arm. Oh, my goodness, right over a few guys. He's out to the 20. I don't think I've ever seen a fullback run this fast. Touchdown. Alaska Storm on the first play of their offensive possession. And they come up big.
That was a great one by Jason Williams going up the gut, right through the middle. This trucking Nightwings that coming his way en route to this nice touchdown run. And with that carry, he's over 1,000 yards total as a fullback. Awesome play by Jason Williams. Great start by Alaska.
Oh, my goodness, that stiff arm and that shoulder charge was, oh, man.
It was savage. It was savage. Those Nightwing defenders going to be sore for at least 5 plays after that one.
Jason the Savage Williams on that run. How about it?
Yeah. You know what? Alaska's running game, Stanley Lodelis and Jason Williams, kind of reminds me of the old WD-40 days from Tampa. Warwick Dunn and Mike Allstott. We know that Jason Williams is the Mike Allstott of this team.
Exactly.
Especially with that savage run he just had.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought about him, and I thought about Allstott, and I thought about what's the other guy named that played for Cleveland? I cannot remember his name.
Hillis.
Peyton Hillis. Yes, those are the two that came to mind when he broke off.
Yeah.
And here's Alaska kicking this thing right back off to Denver, and there's a return from the 1-yard line. There's a spin move by the return guy. He gets out to the 24-yard line.
Better return for BJ that time, helped giving Denver better field position, but they're going to have to score a touchdown here to keep up with the Storm.
I've never seen a fullback use the way how the Alaska Storm uses theirs. I mean, he's like all in the game plan. Offset eye now for Denver. 2 wide receivers set. There's a 3-step drop by the QB, and Miller dumps it off to the halfback, Gerard McChesney. And there's nothing doing. He loses a yard on that play, T-Roy.
Yeah, McChesney needs to be able to make that first man miss. Alaska Storm was able to stop him for a loss. See what happens here on second down.
Looks like same play here for Denver. Josh Miller underneath the center calling the signal 3-4 defense for Alaska. And there's a handoff here to Chastney, and McChesney is stopped for a 2-yard loss. And give it up for big, sexy Alex Rodriguez.
And that's what Big Sexy does, just stop runners in their track.
I'm sorry, not Rodriguez, Gomez, Dominguez. Sorry, I don't know why I called him Rodriguez.
But he stopped him in the good tackle for a loss. Now it's 3rd and long. Denver's in a huge hole.
And there's another 1-step drop by Miller. Miller throws across the middle of the field. He got some first down. And that intended receiver was Giacomo Jones. Comes up big on that play.
The Miller to Jones connection came through in this long 3rd down. Nice job by Jones, be able to make the catch and hold on to it in spite of a Storm defender on his back.
Dab is dab, dab is dab. Davis, he says great reference, T-Roy, as far as Williams. Then he says, by the way, Peyton Hillis was official running back. Thanks for the history lesson, because I didn't know that. 3 wide receivers set here for Denver. 5-step drop by Miller. Miller throws a bomb down the middle of the field. He got some receiver, and that is Jones again. Jones come up big on the last 2 possessions. Last 2 plays, sorry about that. Go ahead, T-Roy.
Hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Great job by Miller. Jones was able to do an out route. Nice catch, got the first down. Can Denver get a touchdown? We'll see.
And that cornerback was Evan Carroll. Came up short on the deflection there. Single back right now for Denver. 3 wide receivers on the field. There's a handoff here to the halfback, and he gets about 5 yards on that play.
Great run up the gut. He's able to shed off a few would-be tacklers for a 2nd and 5 coming up for Denver.
Single back left now for Denver. 3 wide receivers set. Looks like the same play. Maybe they just keep flipping it or just flipping their running back because he's not right behind the quarterback. There's a handoff here to the halfback again, and he has daylight down the sideline out to the 24-yard line. It looks like he got out to the 22. The referee is spotting this thing wrong. He's cheating McChesney.
Yeah, but nice blocking by the O-line. You see number 62 able to push off what could have been a potential loss, and then McChesney was able to take it out for a first down.
Yeah, man, that was a great run there by McChesney, but the R62.
He's up to his usual shenanigans.
3-3 defense now for Alaska. 5-step drop by Miller. Miller dumps it off to the out route receiver, and that is to Ken McCarroll. Coming away with his first reception for the day.
Yeah, he had 10 receptions for 88 yards last week versus Vegas. It looks like he wants to get back on track today. Miller is like, it's Miller time right now.
Yeah,
great drive.
If I'm not mistaken, he's 4 for 4 on this drive.
On this drive, yes, sir.
Looks like far pro. Here's a handoff here to McChesney, and McChesney picks up the first down and more, down to the 10-yard line of Alaska, and Denver is beating on the door of the big bad Wolves.
And Denver's O-line is kind of acting like the other team in Denver's O-line back in the TD days, Terrell Davis days. Great job opening up the hole for McChesney. Now it's 1st and 10.
The team that discovered the zone blocking scheme, the Denver Broncos. There's a false start there, but not a false start, an encroachment by Alaska, and it doesn't matter. Touchdown, Denver. Give them 6. Jared McChesney.
Even though the refs announcing a penalty, it doesn't matter. Great job by the Denver Nightwings responding to the Storm's first play TD with a rushing TD of their own. Here's the replay, and Jared McChesney's like, I don't care. I'm going to get this in here for 6.
DJ Majesty was held up as he tried to pursue and run the play down, but he ran into a blocker.
Yeah. The Nightwings O-line is like, no, we're going to open up holes. We're not going to let the Storm wreak havoc today.
And here's Lily Long, all 5'6" of her, here to kick this thing away for the extra point, and the extra point is up. And it's good right down the middle. 7-7. The Nightwings has tied this game up. Can the Nightwings play spoiler to Alaska as they try to keep an undefeated season?
Yeah, they trying to end an undefeated season and keep their season alive. Great response from the Storm's touchdown from earlier. We all nodded up.
Emily set to boot it back to Alaska, and is up. Let's go. Out to the 5-yard line is that kick, and there's a juke move there by the return guy, and down at the 26-yard line. 5 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And we had a very exciting first quarter so far. Remember, Alaska only had one play, so this is their second possession, but only one play, and that went for a house call for 6.
That's crazy. One play.
That's how scary the Storm are.
3 wide receivers here now for Alaska. Left-handed thrower, Ron Cochran, gets 6 yards on that pass. And that was out to Jose Galino.
A nice play by Galino to be able to get to the sidelines, pick up 4 yards after that nice catch. But, Jason Williams is back in. Let's see if he's going to get this carry.
Here's Alaska with 3 wide receivers on the field. Offset eye. And there's another handoff here to Williams. And Williams body bagged the linebacker. 52 was destroyed. Landon Mack got trucked. Better watch yourself. He'll end up on a couple of memes here in the SFL.
Yeah, and Jason Williams looking to take people to the shadow realm today's game. 3 trucks so far.
Jason Williams showing signs of Bo Jackson. Picks up the first down on that play there. 23 yards average. 69 yards on the day.
Hey, I'll take that 23 yards per carry average. We'll see if that lasts all game. But he convert the first down here. All line number 68 with a great block. And Jason Williams is able to fall forward, gain about 3 or 4 yards on that carry.
He is so close to the line of scrimmage. But as soon as he gets the ball, he's already on the other side of the D-line.
He's just a battering ram right now.
3 wide receiver set once again for Ron Cochran. Bar formation. And there's another handoff here to Williams, and Williams picks up 7 on that drive, on that play.
Alaska's like, let's keep beating the beast.
My
They
goodness.
open up a huge hole, and he just trucks people. He's continuing to truck people.
Jason Williams has definitely redesigned the position of fullback. Don't be surprised if you see many teams of the SFL start to go to a fullback instead of a running back next season.
There's nothing wrong with copying success here. Now it's 3rd and short. Can the Night Wings defense stop them right here and get the ball back to their own?
As you stated, 3rd and short, 3rd and inches now for Alaska. Spread far pro. Cochran underneath the center, calling the signal. Another handoff here to Williams. Oh, I thought Williams was hitting the backfield because there was a defender back there, but he picks up the first down. I thought he was stopped, but he ran right by him. He ran right by the guy.
Yeah, it looks like he was stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but Williams' momentum was able to carry him forward for that first down.
Optimus Klein in the chat saying Thrilliams beasting. Is he known as Thriller?
I believe he's known as Thrill too, yes.
There's a play action by Cochran, and Cochran got a man up to the top of the field, and that pass is completed, picks up 5 yards. And that is Klein's first reception of the day.
And Klein had a monster game last week, 214 yards and 2 TDs versus Sioux Falls. And he already got his first catch in the first quarter. We'll see if he can repeat his performance from last week.
Split backs now, the halfbacks. 3 wide receivers on the set here for Alaska. Denver looks like they're in a 33 defense, and there's a handoff here to Williams, and Williams out to the top of the field, and Williams is stopped at the 39. They say 41 of Denver. That was the 41s. I thought we was on the other side of the 50. But we're in Denver's territory. I thought we was in Alaska territory.
But isn't it just amazing that Williams is almost over 100 yards and we're still in the first quarter?
That's crazy. The second drive of the game.
Second drive.
3-step drop by Ron Cochran. Cochran throws an out route to the bottom of the field, and that pass is caught. Robert Merrill.
Pelican may be the one highlight here for making a potential touchdown-saving tackle, but Merrill did a great job. Make a catch, converting the first down, moving them chains.
You know what, T.R. in some league, that hit is illegal.
We'll see. That's why the SFL is so great. We can take those hits.
43 defense for Denver. 3 wide receivers set. Not sure why they're not in the nickel. Handoff here to Williams once again, and it's traffic up in that zone. And he stopped and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Give credit to the tackle. Logan Mack.
And Logan Mack was a Mack truck on that play. But you notice that nobody paid attention to number 25. Maybe the next time they're in that formation, they'll give it to Stanley instead of Jason.
Stanley has been playing outstanding this season. And there's another handoff here to Williams, and Williams is nothing doing. Stopped once again at the line of scrimmage. Key players here for this Alaska offense. You have Ron Cochran, number 3, the quarterback. Jeff Commode, number 13, the wide receiver. Robert Merrill, number 18, the wide receiver. And then you have the big man himself, Jason Williams, the fullback. And you have Optimus Klein, the number 1 receiver for this Alaska offense. Split backs once again. 3 wide receivers set here for Alaska. 33 is the defense. Cochran decides to take it deep, and he got his reception, and that is to Merrill once again. No, that's Commode.
And Jeff Como said, how y'all doing? I'm going to climb this ladder and make this catch for the first down amongst 3 or 4 Night Wing defenders. Great job by him with the concentration, and now it's 1st and 10 at the Denver 12.
You know what? Some receivers cannot catch the ball in traffic like that, but Como did exactly that. Kept concentration. Cochran pump faked, and Cochran is brought down. And that is Logan. No, not Logan Mack. That is Heath Bars. I wonder if he was rapping over him. My name is Heath and I got bars. Take that, Cochran.
Nice job, box with the block shed and then taking Cochran for a loss. He definitely going to have to get a Heath bar after that play. Those are good, by the way.
I haven't had one in years.
Same here. I remember Hardee's used to offer Heath bar flurries. Those were amazing. Now I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet.
Cochran across the middle of the field, and he got his receiver. And this is for Camo once again.
And Cochran is throwing dots. Now he had two receivers that could potentially make that catch, but Robert Merrill did a great job with that catch. Now it's 3rd and 3. Can they convert or potentially get a touchdown?
Trips left for Cochran. Cochran takes a 2-step drop, throws to the end zone, and that pass is almost intercepted. It hit two Nightwing defender hands. Great play by the defensive players of Denver, and they're forcing Alaska to settle for 3.
And Teddy Farmer with the deflection right there. That could have been a 6 points for the Storm. Instead, they're going to have to settle for 3 here. Denver, they bend, but the defense didn't break.
A.J. Sean got his hand on it first, the free safety. Should have came away with that pick.
But they're only going to give up 3 apparently, so that's not too bad, but oof there. In comparison to last week's game, we had one defender who had a chance to make 3 interceptions.
And here's the 3-point field goal, and that thing is good. Straight down the middle, 22 yards. Alaska coming into this game here as a number 2 offense, averaging 32.6 points per game.
Who's number 1? Is it Tallahassee?
Tallahassee. Denver comes in at 16, averaging just 20.6. And there's a return man here for Denver. He's out to the 23-yard line.
Well, B.J. Armstrong is now making up for his first kickoff return. Keep giving Denver good field position beyond the 20-yard line. Let's see if Denver can convert and get 6 instead of 3 and take the lead.
Twins left here now for Denver. Miller underneath the center. Hands off here to McChesney, and McChesney picks up 2 yards. And those are his numbers.
And remember, we talked about this in the first game we were together. Maybe when you run the ball, you might get short gains at the beginning, but as the game progresses, those 2 yards become 5. So we'll see if that will be the case for Denver today.
Offset I formation here for Denver. 2 wide receivers in. 2-step drop by Miller. Miller dumps it off to McChesney. McChesney has room along the sideline. Picks up 4 yards on that play. And McChesney is down on the sideline.
That was a vicious tackle by the Storm there, as McChesney got 4 yards. But unfortunately, that's going to cost him Lisa play. Hopefully, he'll be back. Carroll on the tackle. Hopefully, McChesney will be able to come back in and help Denver out, because that's going to be a huge loss for him.
It sure will. Third and 4 now for the Denver Nightwings here at their 29-yard line. 7-step drop by Miller. Miller goes deep. He got his receiver, and that pass is caught by Jones.
Oh, we have another injured player, Ryan Davidson.
Oh, my goodness. They're dropping like flies out here now.
This This is a rough game today. Nice catch over the middle by Giacomo Jones, who went over 900 yards for his season during the second drive of Denver's game. And he made a nice catch over the middle, but that may be due to the fact that Davidson getting hurt.
Giacomo Jones at the top of the field. 2 wide receivers. 1 tight end. And he's brought down. Miller took a 3-step drop, and he got hit hard and fast.
And number 70 was flexing on Miller, just letting him know that he is here. He's going to wreak havoc on him. O-line for Denver was a swinging gate on that play. We'll see if they can sure up and give Miller some time or their running backs some room to run.
Marsh Chess showing his no-flag zone. Mars Charles, sorry about that, showing the no-flag zone over Josh Miller. There's a handoff here to the backup halfback, number 29, Skeeter Bajah. Picks up a few yards on that carry.
And Skeeter's trying to live up to his namesake there. Nice game. Make it a little bit more manageable, 3rd and 8.
Trips right here for Denver. 4 wide receivers in on the play. Josh Miller moves over, and that pass is intercepted off the tip drill. Alaska comes away with the first turnover of the day, and that is Chris Paul comes away with his first INT, or first turnover for this game, shall I say.
And good job by Paul. Able to maintain his focus, come away with the INT on the tip drill, putting a stop to the Denver Nightwings drive there. We'll see if Alaska can widen their lead. Will they start using Stanley Lordelis on this drive? He is the lone setback right now.
Single back left here now for Alaska. 5-step drop by Cochran. Cochran steps up into the pocket, and that pass is almost intercepted by the Denver Nightwings. Mack was in the vicinity of it.
That was a dangerous throw. Sometimes it works out for Ron Cochran. This time it didn't hurt him. This is 2nd and 10. Great job by Mack with the deflection.
Here in the SFL, week 11 we're in. The playoff race is heating up and is ready to catch fire. 3-2 defense for the Denver Nightwings. 4 wide receivers set here. Shotgun formation is Ron Cochran in the Alaska Storm. Calling the signal is Cochran. Cochran on a 2-step drop, steps up in the pocket, and Cochran is brought down, and he's slow to get up. If Cochran rolls over, this is bad news for Alaska.
Looks like Cochran's okay. Nice sack by Denver.
I was so worried about Cochran, I couldn't even give credit to the sacker. I couldn't see his number. Denver is wearing great numbers. He's almost blending in with the black jerseys. 2-step drop by Cochran, and Cochran gets pressured. He got some men right down the middle of the field, and that pass is complete to Optimus Klein.
More than meets the eye. Optimus Klein makes a nice catch in between traffic. Cochran with the dot. Under pressure, he took the hit, but was able to deliver that pass to Optimus Klein for the first down.
Probably was a touchdown-saving tackle there by Nicholas Warner, the strong safety of the Nightwings. Single back ace formation, no single back spread here for the Alaska Storm, going deep. Big arm throw by Ron Cochran. He got his receiver, and that is intended for Robert Merrill, who comes away with his 2nd reception today.
Cochran's still on fire. It doesn't matter if he took a vicious hit earlier in the drive. He delivered 2 dots back to back, and now they're on the Denver 38. First down and 10.
Shotgun formation for Alaska. 3-step drop by Ron Cochran. Big arm going deep. He got Klein, and that pass is tipped and knocked away.
That's good news for Ryan Davison. Just suffering cramps. He'll be back soon.
As I stated earlier, the playoff race is catching fire. Here's what the playoff action looks like. Sitting at the number 1 spot, the Alaska Storm. Tallahassee Pride is sitting at number 2. We'll get back to that soon as this play is over with. Twins right here for Alaska. Shotgun formation. There's a play action on the shotgun, and that's to the halfback. Oh, no, it was out to Williams. But the pass was deflected by Phillips Deontay. Coming away with a great deflection at 3rd and 10 now for Alaska. And here's the playoff picture once again. We got the Carolina Skyhawks sitting at number 3 at 7-2. Baltimore Vultures 7-3, number 4 seed. Mexico City is at the number 6. Houston Hyenas at number 5. Sorry about that. And Corsairs is at the 7th seed. Cochran, he got this reception. That pass is caught by Merrill, and Merrill is jacked up as soon as he make that reception, T-Roy.
And this is why Alaska Storm are still undefeated. Their receivers have the ability to make catches amongst traffic. Another first down by Alaska. Great job by Como on the catch.
Empty formation. I think this is the first time Alaska has been empty today. I could be wrong. 4 wide receivers on the set. 2-step drop here by Cochran. Cochran throws a sidearm to Klein, and Klein got the first down and more. Down to Denver's 9-yard line, and this Alaska Storm offense is starting to move.
And the Storm are a scary team to deal with. Another great play. Nice sidearm by Cochran. At least Klein had some space to roam around when he made that catch before he was met by the Night Wings defenders. Is now 1st and goal. Looks like Swarm's about to potentially get 6 again.
1st and goal here for the Alaska Storm at Denver's 9-yard line. 6 minutes and 3 seconds. There's a handoff here to Williams. That's a look at Williams' numbers there for the day.
And Jake with the nice tackle. Looked like there was a delayed handoff, maybe an issue with the handoff between the QB and the running back. That gave Jake time he needed to make that stop behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and goal, but on the Denver 14.
That would be a 5-yard loss for Denver. I'm sorry, for Alaska. 3 wide receivers in now. Handoff here to Williams, and Williams makes one guy miss, and he's brought down, looks like by the strong safety. I take that back to free safety, Teddy Farmer.
And Farmer made a nice tackle, only hold Williams to 1-yard gain. They are now adapting to Jason Williams. It's going to be a huge 3rd down for the Denver Night Wings defense.
1-step drop by Cochran. Cochran throws it in traffic. What a one-handed catch by the receiver. He makes a spin move. Wow. And Como is in the end zone. Touchdown, Alaska.
What a play.
My apologies. That is Robert Merrill. I thought it was Como.
It looked like Merrill was going to be stopped before he was able to break that tackle right there. And then he put a nice spin move on 2 would-be tackles for a house call for 6. Great job by Alaska. And their lead is now potentially about to be 10.
16-7 is the Alaska Storm.
That is scary, don't you think?
That is scary. That spin move was insane. Do what you love. Love what you do. MediaTechInstitute.edu. Take a look at MediaTech's website. See if there's one in your local area. And back to the playoff tree, as I was stating. The Queen City Corsairs holds the number 7 seed at 7-3. 8 seed goes to the Sioux Falls Sparrows. And the Las Vegas Fury is 9 at the 9 seed. And the Chicago Wildcats at the 10 seed. In the hunt is the New Orleans Pharaohs. 5-4, the Atlanta Swarm 5-5. Tulsa Desperados at 4-6. The Vancouver Legions at 3-6. And the Denver Night Wings are at 3-6 as well on the outside looking in. Things could get shaky here in the last few weeks, T-Roy, and this playoff picture, man, can get up. Can look totally different than what it looks like right now.
Yeah, for example, Denver, they have to pull off this monumental upset. They're down by 10 right now, but they win out, and then they receive help with certain teams ahead of them losing. They can be well within the playoffs themselves.
3 wide receivers set here for the Denver Night Wings, and there's a handoff here to... Looks like McChesney's back in. He's
back in. But he's slow getting up right now. Okay, he's fine there. So Davidson and McChesney, both injured on the same drive, are now back in. That's good news for both Denver and Alaska.
As a look at Andrew Francis. He's a very short outside linebacker. Reminds you of Sam Mills. He's 5'11", 250. There's a handoff here to McChesney. Yeah, exactly.
And that was a great play, stopping McChesney behind the line of scrimmage. Denver's in a huge hole, and they need to convert this third down to stay in the game.
Look at Alex Dominguez, three-man front here for Alaska. Out route to the bottom of the field for Denver, and Denver gets the first down. And that is Logan Keel. I think that's Logan's first reception today.
Yeah, that was first reception today. If he gets 9 receptions today, he'll be over 100 for his career.
I thought you were going to say for the season. I was like, man, my goodness. That sounds like Michael's side numbers.
Yeah, it does.
33 nickel defense for Alaska. Trips right here for Denver. Sorry for cutting you off, T-Roy. There's a handoff here to McChesney. McChesney is blown up by Francis. And Francis, oh my goodness. Can I do it, T-Roy? Can I do it?
Yes, you can, please.
Francis, you got barbecue on the field down there, and you didn't invite me? How dare you hurt my feelings?
It hurts the Nightwing's feelings there, too. Served a nice slab of ribs there. Nice tackle by him.
And there's Miller across the middle of the field. Miller got his receiver and give it to Logan Keel, his second reception of the day. That one was very big, picking up the first down.
And Josh Miller is delivering a nice dart, a nice dot in between two storm defenders there. First down for Denver. The O-line's doing a great job giving Miller time to find his receivers, going for his progressions, and delivering nice passes.
33 defense, nickel for the Alaska. And that's just a spin move attempt by McChesney, and nothing doing is he's brought down by DJ Majesty. The outside linebacker who's a headhunter.
And Your Majesty made a nice tackle on that play. It looked like McChesney was trying to avoid the vicious hit by turning his back on him, but didn't work.
3 wide receivers set for Denver. 5-step drop by Miller. Miller makes Dominguez miss the tackle, but he's brought down by none other than Andrew Francis. I guess speaking of him and giving him the Sam Mills comparison has opened the doors for this young man.
And with that number 52, he kind of reminds you of Ray Lewis from back in the day, making those vicious hits. Now it's 3rd and 17 for Denver. Can they convert again on a 3rd and long?
I guess Francis said they're starting to compare me to folks. I got to start getting some work done. And he has been on the last few plays getting it done. 3 wide receivers to the left of Miller. McChesney single back, and Miller on a 2-step drop. He got his man across the middle of the field, and that is a completion. Getting on the other side of the 50. Unfortunately, Denver is not going to pick up the first down as McCarroll comes away with that reception. Now Denver's going to have to put it away to Alaska.
Well, this might not be the result Denver wanted. They can still play field position here with a nice punt. Hopefully not kicking it for a touchback. We'll see how the punter does on this kick here.
One minute and 20 seconds left in the first half here. And there's the punt by Lilly. Oh, what a spin move by Merrill. I keep getting Merrill and Camo mixed up. I guess because one is 18 and one is 13. Sometimes you can't see the full 8. Sometimes it looks like a 3.
Right. I understand that. I have problems seeing from this high up here in the booth myself, so I may have to get stronger contacts myself.
And you know what? I went to the eye doctor yesterday and said my eyes are fine. I just have a little astigmatism in my right eye, but my eyes are great. But for some reason, I see something totally different at times. Oh, what a pass by Cochran. And he picks up 9 yards on that play. They're going to call it 2nd and inches.
That should have been a first down. He looked like he was able to get beyond the sticks there. Ref 62's at it again.
I agree with you. I thought he was past the sticks myself, and Alaska's not going to even try to waste an attempt to challenge this thing. 1 minute and 4 seconds left. They said they're going to keep all 3 timeouts and try to march it downfield. Watch out for a handoff here to Williams. And there it is as I called it, and Williams picks up the first down. Now Alaska's going to go into no-huddle defense. 55, 54, 53 seconds left. Another handoff here to Williams, and Williams picks up 6. No huddle once again here for Alaska. Do they have another play in this formation? I sure hope so, because I'm tired of calling the handoff here to Williams. Just kidding. 5-step drop by Cochran. Cochran got Klein, and Klein steps out of bounds, picked up the first down as well. Now I can catch my breath with 38 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, you asked, so shall you receive. We got a different play. And Optimus Klein made a nice catch there. Now they're on their own 49. They have a chance to get a field goal here and widen their lead to 13.
Bunch trips left here for the Alaska Storm. Single halfback. There's a 2-step drop by Cochran. Dumps it off to his halfback. Spin move. Picks up 1 yard. 33 seconds, and it looks like Alaska's going to call a timeout. No, somebody's out for... Oh, I thought someone got injured, but someone's out with a broken leg. Looked like McChesney. I thought he came back in. I didn't see an injury report come up on him.
It must have happened during that drive, but yeah, broken nose. He's out for the game. That's a huge hit for Denver.
Did I say broken leg?
Yes, sir, unfortunately.
I thought I saw broken leg. See, I told you, I have great eyes, but at times I see what I want to see.
Hey, I'm with you on the same boat, man.
Cochran with another throw and catch. Waiting to see a number, and that's Camo. Yeah, no, Merrill. I told you. Optimus Klein has already told me in the chats that he forgive me. I don't think he's going to forgive me after that one. I keep messing that number up too many times. So.
Well, the Storm's jerseys are still nice and bright. It's hard to see that navy blue on there.
That's a head fake. Oh, he fooled me. That was a play action. Oh, and Miller. I'm sorry, not Miller, but Williams is jacked up.
And it looks like Alaska's going to go ahead and settle to let this time run out. I mean, going to halftime with a 10-point lead. Well,
fourth and inches, and they bring out the Hail Mary squad, and they're at the 41-yard line. 2-step drop by Cochran, pump fake, gets pressured, knocks a guy off of him. He throws up a Hail Mary, see if they can complete this one, and that pass is tipped and incompleted. We're at the half.
We almost had another Houston right there. Looks like Cochran's trying to be a Kentez Johnson. Didn't work out this time as the Denver Storm defender was able to pat the ball down. No DR Sim magic this time.
Not this time. And that's the first half, people. We're going into the halftime with the Alaska Storm up over the Nightwing, 17-7.
Denver's still in this game. The only problem is now their star running back is out for the rest of the game with a broken nose. We'll see how that affects their game plan here in the second half as we look at the stats here.
I mean, give credit to Denver. You know, they're still in this thing. They're only down by 2 possessions.
As we see Jason Williams taking 2 people to the shadow realm there. We may have to call Yugi Moto and ask for him to help us out, rescuing them from that shadow realm there. It looked like Williams was going to have 100 yards rushing in the first half, but the Nightwings defense was able to adapt as we see this nice touchdown run by McChesney there. Took a vicious hit as he crossed the plane there.
You're right. We had talks about that, about Williams But you know what Denver did? They made some adjustments. They started getting some run defense going on that front line, and they start using that D tackle as a run stuffer instead of trying to pursue the pass rush. They may have saw something on film that they liked and decided to go with that pass rush. Now they got to come up with Williams and stuff him.
And they also got worried about players like Merrill making incredible catches and then putting a spin cycle on two defenders from Denver to get into 6. That should have been a loss.
Yeah.
Or at least a touchdown-saving tackle.
Speaking of Merrill, I have to remember that he's 18 and Como is 13. I take those two numbers keep confusing me. I think it's the astigmatism.
Hey.
Or maybe it's dyslexia. Maybe I just see something other than what I really see.
But you know what I see right now? The Storm about to get the ball back and about to hopefully pad their lead. In their case, hopefully pad their lead. We see if Denver can put the kibosh on the Storm's offensive assault.
Speaking of Alaska getting the ball to start off this second half, Alaska has been like, they've almost been neck and neck with their opponent the last 3 weeks. But in the second half, they have been just blowing people out. And it's kind of scary.
Yeah. So that's the sign of a great team. They may face adversity during a game, but they will overcome it and come away with a victory. Now 10 games in a row, looking to make it 11. We'll see if Williams will be able to get over 100 yards today.
Everyone who's in the chats who's watching here, go ahead and slap that like button if you don't mind, as it helps the SFL as a league and as a whole. Show Business Studios, the official home of the SFL convention. The SFL convention was held July the 13th, I want to say, through the 4 days, 17th or so. It was, with 3 days, it was a great experience for everyone to get out and mingle and just share some SFL talks from past history. Here's Cochran on an out route down to the bottom of the field, and he has Como comes away with his first reception of the second half.
And that was a great catch by Jeff Como, but Denver has a chance to stop him here. It's 3rd and 2. The defense has to stop the Storm's offense and turn over to the Nightwings. We'll see if they can do it.
The first drive here in the second half, the Alaska Storm. You're watching the SFL Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. There's a handoff here to Williams, and Williams is smacked. Oh, my. A.J. Williams, a free safety, came up and laid the smack it down on Williams and said, not today. You got me the first time.
But Heath is injured. The injuries are mounting up for this Nightwings team. That could be a huge loss, as Jason Williams, while he took a hit, was able to get the first down. But number 63 of Alaska was able to, unfortunately, put Heath Bars into the injury column there.
There should have been a penalty on that play because he pushed him in the back. You can't push a defender in the back at all, especially even if you're blocking him and he gets around you. You still cannot push him in the back and push him down to the ground. Cochran gets pressure. Cochran is brought down, losing 5. Benito.
He kind of did a snow angel on the field after that nice tackle for a celebration there. He got past number 77. Now 2nd 15. Bandito with a nice play.
I don't have him on my list.
And
there's a pump fake by Cochran, and Cochran is in the pocket. He gets pressure. He finally gets that thing off, and he throws it out of bounds.
While it was now it's 3rd and 15, it could have been a lot worse. Great job by Cochran to shake off the would-be tackle. We'll see if the Nightwings defense can stop him here.
Oh, there's Bandito. I found him. Okay. I was looking for him here. 4 wide receiver set. Empty formation is for the Alaska Storm. 32 dime defense here for the Denver Nightwings. And there's a pass across the middle of the field, and that pass is caught. Trying to get a number here, make sure that is correct. I ain't saying nobody's name until I got it.
Is he hurt? No, Oh, they even help him up. Osiris Pelican, though, made a nice stop there on poor number 85, who didn't get any help from his teammate there.
PJ Hernandez was the receiver on the play. 4th and 3. Alaska's going to punt it back. Going to punt it over to Denver. Give kudos to Denver for stopping the Storm, who has been hot in the second half of games. There's a spin move by the return guy, and he's out to the 17-yard line.
And now can Denver's without their starting running back make a house call for 6 today?
Great question.
On this drive. They're going to have to find a way if they want to stay in this playoff hunt.
Three wide receiver set. Shotgun formation for Denver. Josh Miller calling the signal. He gets pressure. Got an out route to the top of the field, and he picks up 8 on that play. Trying to see the receiver. And that's Jones.
And Giacomo Jones is still making plays for the Night Wings. Maybe he's going to be the guy that makes a difference and get Denver back in this game. We got to ask the Night Wings owner to make their team's numbers with the font color of white instead of gray so we can see better.
Yeah, it's hurting us up here. And there's a handoff here. I was going to say McChesney. And it is McChesney. He comes back in the game. He's not injured. He fooled the refs. And comes away with a big run there to get his team the first down.
Are we sure that's McChesney or that's Willis Reed? He just came back from a potential broken nose. He's like, I can play with a broken nose. It don't matter. Just feed me the ball.
Yeah, go ahead and bandage the nose up, or give me one of those NBA face guards, and I'll get out there and I'll ball.
And that's what he did on that play.
And we have trips left here for Josh Miller. McChesney in the backfield, all by himself. 1st and 10 here in Denver. 5-step drop by the QB. Got his man down to the bottom of the field. That pass is incomplete as he was out of bounds. Heath Bars, bruised calf, may return. Maybe the guy stepped on him when he blocked him in the back.
Alaska Storm playing dirty today?
You never know, man. I've seen some things from these Alaska Storm. You can bet that over these years. Their offensive guard got a little Ndamukong Suh in him. 3 wide receivers set here for Denver in the shotgun. You got him in up to the middle, top of the field. That pass is incomplete, out of bounds as well. What's up with Denver catching the ball out of bounds? Stay in bounds. Do some toe drag swag. And that was Logan Keel.
And that might be the difference between the Night Wings and the Storm. We got receivers who are making plays for the Storm. However, for Denver, that's back-to-back incompletions where they should have used their toe drag swag to help their team out. Now it's 3rd and long.
Trips bunch right here for the Denver Night Wings here in Denver. 2-step drop by Josh Miller. Josh Miller going deep, and that pass is tipped away. Intended for Logan Keel. Looks like Paul was the defender. No, was it Hernandez who got his hand on it? Take a look at the replay.
And Hernandez made a nice, potentially touchdown-saving deflection because he was wide open. Logan Keel had his man beat, but Hernandez was the safety valve there.
Great job by Hernandez getting back there. As you stated, Keel had his man beat and had him burnt like toast. And looks like Long is going to kick this thing back off. I'm sorry, not Long, but straight. And Alaska's going to down it and call a fair catch at the 13-yard line. See if Denver Night Wings, T-Roy, can come out with the same defensive presence as they did on Alaska's first drive here in the second half.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep it up. They may have to be the reason why they win the game and cause the fumble. Maybe pick it off, take it to the house for 6. We'll see what the Night Wings D can do here because they are doing a good job stopping the Storm.
The Alaska Storm comes out with the same play that the Denver Nightwing was in on their last play, and they're going to show them how you do it. Get it out right to the top of the field. And that pass is complete. Picks up 6 yards on it, and that is to tight end Jason Julian.
And we just talked about it. You just said this. They're going to show Denver how to do it. The receiver did a great job making the catch and at least stay inbounds for a nice 6-yard gain.
3 wide receivers hit now for Alaska here in Denver. 7 minutes left on the ticker. And there's an out route to the bottom of the field. And Cochran has his receiver, and that is to Merrill. Cochran almost over 200 yards.
Yeah, Merrill's been Mr. Dependable today. He made a nice touchdown catch and run at the end of the first half, and he just converted that first down here.
Empty back formation, 1st and 10 for Alaska. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Here in Denver, here's Cochran on a 2-step drop. Cochran reads to the progressions, and he got Camo with the first down on that play.
It was a nice dot amongst, looks like, 5 Nightwing defenders. But the reason why Cochran was able to deliver that pass is because he had a great O-line protecting him there. Here's the replay.
On that play there, Alaska went 4 receivers and 1 tight end, and all of them were on quick slants.
It's just pick your poison. That's why the Storm is so scary.
Dump off to the halfback here by Cochran. Go ahead, brother. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. But there's Nordellis with his second reception of the game, this time for 6 yards. I was wondering if they're going to use him again.
I'm not sure if Nordellis even had a carry.
Nordellis
run carry.
Yeah, Nordellis been used solely as a receiver today.
3 wide receivers set for the shotgun here for Cochran. 2nd and 4 for Alaska. 3-step drop by Cochran. Cochran got an out route. Looks like Optimus climbs to the top of the field. They give him the first down. Toe drag. Both toes in.
And I remember calling you Tony Romo before because the first game we called, and you predicted on this drive that Alaska's going to show Denver how it's done. And once again, case in point.
Bunch left here for Cochran and the Alaska Storm. 5-step drop by Cochran. Cochran gets a little pressure, dump it off to the middle of the field. Looks like to Williams. No, that is to Camo. Picks up 4 yards on that reception.
And it's 2nd and 6. Can Denver help keep them from scoring? They don't want to make that lead or that deficit worse. The defense has to step up.
5 wide receivers, 1 tight end on the play again. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And it looks like it's all slants once again. And the defense comes away with this victory as Cochran is brought down on a 4-yard loss. Couldn't see who that tackler was. Was it 78? If it was, it's 78. Matthew Jake, sorry about that.
And that's, I believe, his second stop behind the line of scrimmage, second tackle for loss. Denver has to stop him here. We'll see if they can do it.
There's Alaska on the bomb, and he got his man first down, and that is to Merrill. Hey, Optimus Klein, I'm starting to get these names and numbers right now. It only took me 3 quarters.
Once again, Merrill was able to make a clutch catch, potential to have that intercept or at least pat down, but Rod Cochran threaded the needle there to Merrill. It's now 1st and 10 on Denver's 21.
4 minutes and 7 seconds left on the ticker. Here in Denver, there's Cochran on a 3-step drop. He got his man Optimus Klein to the top of the field, and Klein steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line after picking up 6 on that catch.
And it's just the last Storm playing pitch and catch right now on this drive. Everything is working. Denver has to find a way to stop this onslaught and make a house call for 6.
Trips left here for Ron Cochran. Cochran was a play action. Got his man across the middle of the field, and that pass is caught. Spin move by Commode. Touchdown. I think he was down at the 1, but they're going to give him 6, they say.
It looks like the ref who called that a touchdown almost kept Commode from making that catch. Great concentration by Jeff.
Oh, no. I don't think that's 6. I'm with Denver. I'll challenge it myself as well.
That's why I paused for a quick second. Yeah, that looks like he might have. There it is. There, they challenged it. Good job.
Let's take a look at the replay.
All right, ref 62, make the right call. It looks like they were short.
Yeah, I think they're at the goal line. I don't think they got in.
After review, the player did cross the plane. The wing will not be charged with a timeout. First down.
So they're giving him the first down, not the touchdown. They saying that he crossed the plane for the first down. That's cray.
Well, he did. Now, Denver got to take advantage of this. They was able to get a break from ref 62. They have to stop him. This could be a healthy dose of Jason Williams right now.
Alaska's in the shotgun. They like to run out of it. And no, going across the middle of the field. That pass is caught and touchdown this time for Alaska. This team is starting to heat up as they normally do in the second half. And that's to the tight end. Yeah.
This is what Alaska does. As you mentioned before, they always get hot in the second half. Nice job by Julian being able to shed that defender, making the catch. They made a house call for 6.
When it comes to passing yards here in the SFL, a lot of teams now are starting to like them to go to the air. Alaska is number 3. They average 351.4 yards a game in the air.
And Alaska, any way they can, either through the air, through the ground, with their fullback Jason Williams, Ron Cochran, the championship QB for Alaska, throwing dots throughout that last drive and throughout the season.
Denver Nightwing sits at number 14. They're averaging at 234.7 yards passing per game. It's a big difference.
Well,
so it's actually 100. It's like 117 yards more that Alaska average per game than Denver.
But now can Denver step up and get 6 on this drive? They have to, otherwise this game's going to be out of hand.
Yeah, they're going to have to. 3 wide receivers set here for Josh Miller. Miller in a shotgun. McChesney, alongside him. And Miller goes deep. Tried to catch his man Jones there.
And I believe that was Carroll who made the deflection. Great job by him, potentially making a touchdown saving deflection.
Second and 10 from your wing, 22-yard line.
I thought Miller was going to complete that pass attempt there. I think he should have threw it just a little bit higher. He would have had 6 on the board. 5-step drop by Miller. Miller throws in post corner, and he got his receiver. Picks up the first down as well. And that is Keel once again.
And Miller listened to you. You said for a little bit higher so his receiver can make the catch. He did that right there on that play. Keel with a great reception, and they moved the chains.
I mean, allow the receivers to give you the opportunity, or give themselves the opportunity to mouse somebody out there. You know what I'm saying? As right. Chris Paul was just moused. First and 10 here for Denver. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers and the running back and fullback in the shotgun. 2-step drop by Miller. Miller throws it out right to the bottom of the field, and he got Giacomo Jones. Comes away with that reception.
And Damon, looks like the Denver Nightwings receivers were listening to you. They took notes. watching how the Storm receivers were making plays, and now they're making plays themselves on this drive.
Here in Denver, 2:43 left on the clock. Second and third at Denver's 47-yard line. 3 wide receivers set here for Josh Miller. Single back right for McChesney. McChesney picks up the first down. No, stopped right at the first down line. 3rd and inches, what they're going to call it.
Still a manageable 3rd down. Looks like McChesney was going to get the first down, but the Storm defense swarmed on him. Put the kibosh on that play. We'll see if Denver can convert here.
They come out here and the trips to the right and doesn't hand off to McChesney. McChesney picks up the first down there, only picking up maybe a yard. Not even a yard. He just got right at the line.
Yeah, he just fell for it, and that's all the Nightwings needed to keep this drive alive. We'll see if they can convert this to 6 as time's almost out here in the 3rd quarter.
Twins right here for Denver. 1st and 10, handoff here to McChesney, and McChesney is stopped and brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and look who it is. It's Andrew Francis, Sam Mills Jr.
Yeah, and Sam Mills Jr. did a great job stopping McChesney, keeping them to just a 1-yard gain. It's now 2nd and long.
It's got to be great when you compare it to a guy who have a statue sitting out front of a stadium. Handoff here to McChesney. McChesney has nowhere to go. Look who catches and runs him down. DJ Majesty, the outside linebacker who loves getting tackles for loss.
And Majesty is saying to Jared McChesney, you better bow down to my greatness. Nice stop behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. It's now 3rd and long. Can Denver convert?
I don't know what Alaska give their players or tell their players at halftime, but it's something about halftime in the second half. They wake up and they come out playing hard. 4 wide receivers for Denver. 3-step drop by Josh Miller. Got to the receiver. Throws out an out route, but he's short of the first down. 4th and 5, and they're going to kick this thing away.
And that is very unfortunate, but as you was talking about the halftime speech, that's the sign of great coaching and the reason why, one of the many reasons why the Storm are undefeated and the defending champs here in the SFL.
I think Max Paul is lying to his players at halftime. He's telling him he's giving them some type of secret stuff, but it's only water in his little squirt ball he's giving them, like in Space Jam, you know. So
there you go.
There's the punt there. Ball bounced at the 6-7 yard line, but then the return guy, not return guy, but the cover team catches it and runs in the end zone. That's a touchback, and Alaska gets the ball out to the 20.
And I thought he was able to down it before it crossed the plane, but he didn't. Huge mistake by Denver. We'll see if Alaska can continue their onslaught here.
You're watching Simulation Football, presented by APM Music. We're here at Richard L. Snowden Stadium in Denver, Colorado, and there's a sack on the play. This Denver defense is not going to allow Alaska to run over them. At least that's what they said. That looks like Heath Bars, who's back in the game.
Yes, he's back in the game. He wants revenge for that injury he suffered earlier in the half. Nice tackle for a loss. That's what the Denver Nightwings needed as we about to head into the 4th quarter.
Clay Matthews can take a lesson from Heath Bars as far as how to tackle a quarterback. But if you ask me, I say that Clay Matthews' play was clean. It was not roughing the passer because he did not lift up on the quarterback when he hit him. I mean, he hit the guy, drove through him, and guess what? When you hit someone, your body's going to land on top of them. It's going to look like you pounded them in the ground, but he did not. But anywho, back to the SFL. Cochran with the pump fake, and that pass is tipped and almost took it in for 6. That is Pelican.
Cyrus Pelican is going to be kicking himself. He sees the replay. He had a chance to make a house call for 6 and make the difference for the Nightwings, but now it's 3rd and 13. We'll see if they can get the stop here.
Hey, did you know that his last name is the same as the bird, which is the state bird for the state of Louisiana?
Did not know that was state bird in Louisiana. Wow.
I'm a little history junkie, baby. I know some stuff. Shotgun formation here for Alaska. Three-step drop by Cochran. Cochran throws a bomb, and that pass is intercepted. Uh-oh, he's going in for 6. Hollywood, here we come. Pelican, we was just speaking of him.
And Pelican was like, do not test me a second time. There's a reason why I'm a gold star here for the Denver Nightwings. Look at that play. Undercut the route. He made a house call for 6, and Denver is still in it. If they make this extra point, they'll only be down by 10. Didn't we say at the second half, Denver's defense is going to have to make a play?
Yep. And that's something that few teams have done in the past few weeks, was make plays on defense to stop this Alaska Storm offense that has been great in the second half. Hey, folks, we may have ourselves a ball game. Once this extra point is kicking good, we're only 10 points separation between the score.
And that's the one thing that's going to hurt Alaska is turnovers. You give Denver any type of motivation, any type of momentum, they can turn this thing around real quick. They're only down by 10.
The funny thing is that on the previous play, Osiris Pelican almost had the pick 6, but then he comes away with the pick 6 on the next play.
in a more impressive fashion, too. The first play, he made the deflection. It seemed like it was a very easy pick 6. Second play, he had to climb that ladder to make that pick. Hey, but still, it comes out to Denver's favor. Now they're only down by 10. Let's see if they can come with another turnover.
1st and 10 here for Alaska. As we're here in Denver, Mile High. 3 wide receivers in on the play. 5-step drop by Cochran. Cochran with the big arm. Goes deep. Almost picked off again. Pass intended for Klein. And look at those numbers. 10 targets. Klein only has 6 receptions on the day.
And B.J. Armstrong, you need to come through for your team like you did back in the days with the Chicago Bulls. Oh, different B.J. Armstrong. Let me take that back. But this B.J. Armstrong almost had a chance to pick it off. Let's see if that will come back to him, or if B.J. Armstrong is going to pull a Cyrus Pelican and pick it off on this play.
Speaking of B.J. Armstrong from the NBA, I remember Michael Jordan, they did an interview with him. They asked one of his sons, I think it's the oldest son, Jeffrey, who was your favorite player? He said B.J. Armstrong. And Mike looked at him like, really? Out route to Optimus Klein down there to the bottom of the field. He comes away with the reception, only picks up 2 on that play. 3rd and 8 for Alaska. This Denver defense is starting to play some ball and make some noise.
And guess who made that tackle? That was B.J. Armstrong. Speaking of which, we were talking about him just a couple seconds ago. He made a nice play that could have been a first down, but Armstrong with a great open field tackle. We'll see if Denver can put the stop here.
Bunch left here for Cochran. Cochran on a quick slant here to his receiver. Looks like that's Camo on that reception. Other scores around the SFL, you have Chicago versus Carolina, and Chicago is down 20-14. San Francisco and the Vancouver Legion are going at it. The Legion are up 24-13. Don't forget to catch later action tonight. Don't miss it. Tulsa Desperados versus the Tallahassee Pride. It's going to be Monday's game of the week. And Cochran finally got Klein down deep. I'm sorry. Don't miss tonight's game, Tulsa versus Tallahassee. Class Monday. Game of the week between 5-4 Pharaohs and the 5-5 Swarm. You're still there, T-Roy?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I didn't hear you say anything. Well, T-Roy, the SFL playoffs, man, is right around the corner. Things are starting to heat up and catch fire here in the SFL. Handoff here to Williams, your guy.
It's something about that number 34 that I like a lot. Anyway, Jason Williams went up the gut, got a nice 5-yard gain. His average went down from the 23 yards per carry to now 7.4, but that's still a nice day for him. I think he should be very close to 100 yards now.
I think he like 34 because it was won by great running backs. 1, Peyton Manning. 2, Bo Jackson. 3, Ricky Williams. I think I'll stop there.
Hey, Ricky Williams was great too.
Yeah, I know. There's a dump off to Williams, and he's runs out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5 now for Alaska. Can this Denver defense say something here or stop Alaska as they're in Denver's territory at their Denver's 24-yard line?
They're going to have to, so they'll make this deficit a 13-point deficit. We'll see if they can make a pick 6 here.
Cochran with a one-step drive going across the middle of the field, and he got the receiver, and that's a first down for Alaska. This team is killing it with these quick slants across the middle of the field, and that's Optimus Klein with his 8th reception of the day.
And Optimus Klein does what he normally do, make catches in traffic. Nice dot by Cochran, nice catch by Klein. Now it's 1st and goal. Denver's going to have to somehow make a stop here.
I really appreciate that. Optimus Klein just reminded me Earl Campbell, number 34 as well. I was thinking about Earl Campbell, but for some reason I was thinking about him when in college. In college, he wore number 20. But I remember that Ricky Williams changed his number from 11 to 34 when he was in college. That because he paid tribute to Doak Walker, who also played at the University of Texas, who played running back, who now the stadium is named after of. And also, Doak Walker Award is given to the best running back in college football at the end of the season. Whew. Okay. 3-step drop by Cochran. Cochran got the guy across the middle of the field, and he's down to the goal line. I thought he got in, and that was Merrill. Merrill had 2 catches down to the goal line where they thought he got in on the first time, and this time he was there again.
Great job by – oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I said that was a great job by Denver stopping him from getting the end zone, but is it too little too late?
Here's Alaska, 3rd and goal. Look out for Williams here. 4 defensive linemen for the Denver Night Wings, and they do give it to Williams, and Williams gets in with ease.
And young man dance. Nice job going up the gut. Basically putting this game out of reach. And I guess B.J. Armstrong's deflection instead of an INT did come back to haunt them in the long run earlier this drive.
Number 4 is back for the point after. Number 19 on the hold.
As we wait for Alaska to kick this extra point, we were speaking of the playoffs a few minutes ago, and here's another look at the playoff picture. Alaska holds that number 1 seed at 10-0. The Tallahassee Pride holds the number 2 seed at 9-0. Has to clinch a playoff spot, cannot fall lower than number 4. Here's the Carolina Skyhawks, holds the number 3 seed. Baltimore Vultures, T-Roy guys, holds the number 4 seed. Houston Hyenas sitting at number 5 at 6-4. The Mexico Aztecs 6-4. Queen City Corsairs are 7-3, holding that number 7 seed. Sioux Falls is number 6. Let's get back to the action. Bring up the playoff tree once again. Las Vegas holds that number 9 seed, and Chicago holding that 10th spot. Then you have in the hunt, you have the New Orleans Pharaohs, Atlanta Swarm, the Tulsa Desperados, the Vancouver Legion. The 14th spot owns conference record tiebreaker over Denver. And T-Word, we stated earlier that this thing can be changed come next week. The way how playoff picture is looking once these next few teams finish their games and so forth. And who knows, 7 minutes left on the clock. Denver may come back and win this game.
Yeah, this game's not over. Alaska cannot rest. They got to put Denver away. You think with a 31-14 lead, that should not be a problem, but this is the SFL, anything can happen here.
Just like football players, you can do what you love and love what you do with MediaTechInstitute.edu. MediaTech specializes in application creations, Vision and Vocal Engineering. I mean, it's an awesome place, dude. I took a tour of it here at their Houston campus, and as I stated before, that I tried to get in, but they told me that I used too much money on a view of financial aid for my bachelor's degree. I said, well, I only used 54. I still got a few dollars left. You know, hook a brother up. They wouldn't do it. Here's McChesney on the handoff up the middle of the field. He picks up the first down. 1st and 10 for Denver.
See, I hate to bash on Media Tech, but they probably lost out on the next Gus Johnson. I'm just saying.
I appreciate it. I think they did.
Hey, we happy to have you, though. That's for sure.
The SFL will always be first home.
That's the truth.
Two-step drive by Miller, and Miller is brought down. Is that DJ Majesty with the sack? It is Majesty with the sack, and Majesty has been asking for sacks for years, and he finally gets one.
Bow down to greatness, Miller. That's what Majesty just says. He went up the middle untouched for the loss of 4. Denver's O-line has to do a better job blocking him.
Les McIntosh comes into the chat. He said, WTF is this? This is the SFL Simulation Football League presented by APM Music, son. And there's the catch and grab, and he's going off to the races. And I'm trying to catch the name. That's Miller. Going over 200 yards for the day. Giacomo Jones comes away with that high catch and grab. As I stated, he got to get it up there high so he can get to mossing some folks.
And that's what Jones did. He mossed them. Kind of reminds me of a number 11 that plays down there in Atlanta for a different league with the same last name, Leo. By the way.
They may be cousins.
They could be cousins, distant cousins.
They
same
both
type of play.
They both over 6 feet. I think Julio is 6'3". Giacomo is 6'2". Miller throws it and dumps it off here to McChesney, and McChesney picks up 2 yards. Now Denver's going no huddle.
Wise decision. See if they can catch Alaska sleeping here. Busted for a long play.
Offset eye is McChesney. Two-step drop in. Miller got his target. Looks like Logan Keel comes away with that reception. 1st and 10 now down to Alaska's 11-yard line. 4 minutes and 26 seconds left on the game. Dumps it off to McChesney. McChesney is jacked up by Majesty. How dare you have barbecue down there, Majesty? You don't invite me.
Hurt both of our feelings.
Absolutely. Another dump off to McChesney. Not liking what Denver is doing here. I think they got to take a shot to the end zone. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left exactly on the clock. 3rd and 8 for Denver. Why is Denver allowing Alaska to get set on defense? You don't have to do that. There's a touchdown by Logan Keel. Josh Miller comes away with his 3rd touchdown of the day.
And great concentration by Logan Keel, catching it in between traffic, keeping that toe drag swag, looks like, as he caught in the back in the end zone. Here's the replay. Oh, I'm sorry, not back in the end zone. He crossed it right in the middle. See, I told you I need new contacts.
But who is number 7? That dude is humongous.
Yeah, that dude looks like he can play QB.
Actually, he is the backup QB. He's 6'5", 250 pounds. My goodness.
Tied in too.
Is it Vedum? Garlinek? My goodness. That dude look like a linebacker. A defensive end.
Hey, they need to use Garlinek as a tight end. You see how tall? You said he's 6'5". Why not?
Yes. My goodness.
But that was the answer Denver needed. Let's see if they're going to try an onside kick here.
Denver is down by 10. 31-21 on the scoreboard. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. There's the onside kick, and it looks like Denver came away with it. They recovered the onside.
Wow, did they seriously recover it? Great job by Denver.
Yes, sir, they did. No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Okay. I was like, how did they recover it? Because it looked like they just stopped and waited for a couple of seconds, which is what you don't do on onside kick.
And they showed the Denver player, so that what made me think that Denver recovered it. Now Cochran's in the shotgun, 1-step drop, throws an out route to the top of the field, and he has Robert Merrill, comes away with his 8th reception of the day. And Merrill should have 2 touchdowns on the stat sheet.
Yeah, but he's still very productive on a team that has too many weapons. Let's see if he can continue today. Continue for the rest of the game.
43 defense for Denver. Split back pro here for the offense of Alaska. Handoff here to Williams, and Williams with a mean and nasty stiff arm. Ooh. My goodness, looked like Bo Jackson versus Seattle back in the late 1980s when he ran up the sideline and ran through the tunnel with that stiff arm.
Especially on his first carry of this game, too. That was very similar. He just went up the gut on that play. But I think Williams should be over 100 yards now. Nice day for him. And remember, this is a fullback, not a halfback. He's a fullback playing as hard as he is.
Another handoff here to Williams, and Williams is breaking tackles. Gets out to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on that carry. Second and inches now for Alaska. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left on the ticker. And if Alaska score here, Denver is in trouble.
Yeah, and Jason Williams just said, "Move! Get out the way!" As he sent 2 people to the shadow realm once again.
If I catch you on the field, get out of my way.
Unless you want to get trucked by this Mack truck here, wearing number 34 in the navy blue and teal.
I want no part of that. That's why I'm up here in the booth. 3 wide receivers here for Alaska. Shotgun formation for Cochran. He gives it off to Williams, and Williams is running backwards.
Wow, he had a great day. That wasn't a smart decision by him.
Not at all.
Usually you're supposed to go forward. He decided to go backwards, and that gave the Night Wings all they needed to stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Deontay Phillips tried to pursue the tackle, came up, grabbing air, then never gave up, but brought down the ball carrier on the second attempt.
Hey, and that play could be the difference. It could put the stop on this Alaska Storm drive here, as Stanley Nordellis is the single back now.
Trips bunch left. There's a 2-minute warning. I wanted to see how Denver was going to play that because they were in man coverage. And I'm pretty sure Alaska had everybody probably on a quick slant somewhere.
Right. Maybe got saved by the bell there.
3 wide receivers set here for Alaska. Optimus Klein down to the bottom of the field. Single coverage. Quick slants. Got an out route to the top, and Cochran is brought down by this Denver's defense. Cover sack. Give credit to the secondary.
Great job by the Denver Night Wings putting a stop to this. Now, even though Alaska Storm may be kicking the field goal, Denver will only be down by 2 possessions. They can still come back and win this, but they're going to have to step it up starting the next drive.
And this is a 46-yard attempt. And that thing is good. Straight down the middle. Give credit to Brad Burchett.
And they want to give some love to the holder, too, on that play. He was able to turn the laces away from the kicker so he can boot that right down the middle for a nice 46-yard field goal.
And the holder on that, this is really funny. The holder on that field goal attempt was Cap Rooney, the veteran quarterback from the movie The Longest Yard. No, not The Longest Yard. I'm sorry, Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
In the chats earlier, they were telling me to preach when I was speaking about the history of the number 34 and running backs and so forth, and Doak Walker Stadium, the award. They was saying I knows my stuff. Trust me, I know some movies too. I'm a sports junkie, man. I love football movies, man. I own like just about every football movie there is to know of. My wife tells me you watch football too much. If I would have known this, I don't think I would have married you. But hey, you stuck with me now. You goes nowhere. SFL action here. Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. 3 wide receivers set here for Denver. 1st and 10 for the Night Wings. Three-step drop by Josh Miller, and Josh Miller throws an attempt up to the top of the field. Looks like intended for Jones. That pass is incomplete as it was broken up.
And Carroll did a great job laying the smack down on Jones, preventing him from completing that catch. It's now 2nd and 10 for Denver. They got to score here on this drive in order to stay in this game.
Three wide receivers set here for the Night Wings. The defense is in a 3-3 nickel. Two-step drop by Jones. Dumps it off to McChesney. McChesney picks up 3 yards. Night Wings calls their first time out.
And that's not what they're looking for. They need to throw away plays like that for the rest of this game and worry about going down the field instead of dumping off to the running back. It's 3rd and long now.
As you stated, 3rd and 7. 1 minute and 37 seconds left on the ticker. Denver are at their very own 25-yard line. 3 wide receivers set to the bottom of the field here. And all 4 wide receivers goes out. And that is to Logan Keel. He comes up short by 1 yard, T-Roy. Denver has to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to have to, unfortunately. But now Denver's also out of timeouts, too. So this is the ball game right here.
And I tell you what, T-Roy. Looking at the score and the time, Denver may not win this game, but I would love to see this team finish strong. March down the field, get the touchdown, have some type of confidence about yourself. Get this 4th and 1. And there's an out route down to the bottom of the field, and they get the first down, and that is to Logan Keel. And those are his numbers. 9 receptions for 87 yards.
And 1 TD and a nice 4th down conversion help keep this drive alive. We'll see if Denver can either get a quick 6 right here or keep the drive going.
Come on, Josh Miller. Take a shot downfield. Alaska, 32 dime defense. 4 wide receivers on the field for Denver. There's a bomb downfield, and that pass is overthrown. Just want to let everyone know that I'm not rooting for Denver. No team here am I rooting for. I just want to see Denver finish strong. That's all.
They still have a chance to win it, so all you have to do is just convert, get a nice quick touchdown, and get that onside kick, and we'll have a exciting end to this game so far.
2nd and 10 here in Denver. The Night Wings has the ball marching down the field. 1 minute and 26 seconds left on the clock. 3 wide receivers, I formation, and there's a quick strike across the middle of the field. Oh my, that pass could have been incompleted. Side-on throw, overthrown. Pass intended for Ken McCarrow.
And now it's 3rd and long. Can the Storm defense put Denver away here? There's at least 2 downs left for them to pull off the W.
3-2 dime formation. 4 wide receivers on the play here for the Night Wings. Single back formation is McChesney. Out route to the bottom of the field. That is to Logan Keel. Picks up his 10th reception, but come up way short of the first down. Short by 6 yards.
And once again, here's the game. 4th and 6. Can Denver convert?
Looks like Alaska is playing quads. I'm sorry, not quads. Cloud defense. Not letting anything deep on them. They're pretty much going to allow Denver to take anything underneath. They're not going to let them beat them deep, and I don't blame Alaska. And there goes down Josh Miller, and guess who it is? No one other than Big Sexy, Alex Dominguez. I'm glad Big Sexy didn't start twerking on that play. That would not have been the sight that I wanted to see.
Hey, but Big Sexy just ended this game. Now we should be seeing Alaska in the greatest formation in football history, the victory formation.
Turnover on downs, and Alaska has the ball. Victory formation, as you just called it, T-Roy, the greatest formation in football history.
Especially if you're on the winning side of that.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can be like the coach that was for Rutgers and then later on went up to Tampa Bay. Every time a team got into the victory formation, he had his defensive lineman to like crash down on the lineman and the quarterback. Dude was trying to kill people, man.
And that's why that coach is no longer in the NFL, I believe, right?
I don't think he's coaching in college either. He may be in high school, maybe still doing the same thing. Let me find out where he is. I call the athletic director.
But once again, Alaska holds serve. They had a little adversity with Denver making it a close game, but Alaska just put this game away in the second half. And they will now be 11-0. Isn't it hard to believe that Alaska still hasn't had a bye yet?
That's crazy they haven't had a bye week.
This deep in the season. I wonder if it's here next week or the last week of the season.
And that's the ball game, people. The Alaska Storm comes up big here with the victory over the Denver Nightwings, 34-21. And here are the post-game show and game stats. Take it away, T-Roy.
And Alaska was just dominating every phase of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. They were a monster. As we see Jared McChinsley coming back from apparent broken nose to bust this long run, his best run of the game right there. He had to win the Tough Man award for today's game. He had a broken nose, still played through it in spite of the injury. But again, Alaska was just too much. You see Jeff Como almost had a touchdown here, but was called short. But they was able to convert there after that. And unfortunately, Denver, with this loss, most likely be out of the playoff hunt. Well, they can still finish the season strong. We'll see the next 2 weeks they'll come away with 2 wins in their season on a 5-7 note. Nice pick 6 there by Osiris Pelican. And during my time in the SFL, one of the greatest feelings is hearing this in-theme music on a W. I always hated during the 3 losses we had this season hearing this music on a loss. And Alaska has heard this music on a W way too much as they keep rolling along here, now 11-0.
Too much is too much. I mean,
well, not in Alaska's case. They'll love to keep hearing this music on a W every week. And the question is, who can stop the Storm from making a repeat appearance in the championship game?
And there it is, people. Player of the game goes to Ron Cochran. Today's performance. 32 on 42 attempts, 340 yards passing. Mama, there goes that man. And hey, everybody, you were watching the SFL Simulation Football League on YouTube, presented by APM Music. I was your play-by-play caller for today, Demond Simien, and he is
T-Roy Gaines.
And hey, folks, guess what? We're out. Peace.
Have a great week, guys.